Hey everyone, wanted to do another video. I was asked to post a video about building high tensile wire fences. I'm building, as you can see in 2 videos ago, I did a update video of building a new pig paddock. Well, this is how you kind of get started with putting everything in. Well, first we cleared the perimeter of where everything's at. We put in the post. Chris had the excavator out here, so we went ahead and hammered in, or augured the holes, and then basically tapped in these telephone poles. But now, since we got everything going, I've already ran 2 strands. This one and this one, but this is how you start it off. I took a piece of 12.5 gauge high tensile wire and put one of these insulators on it, and I'll show you how to do the spirals for twisting and connecting these two. This is your anchor points for your charged wire. Basically, this will this insulator breaks up the electrical charge. That way it's not grounding out on this post, because if this post gets wet, it touches the wire and touches the ground, it shorts everything out. Anyway, got about 3 feet for my anchor insulator, and what I do is take a piece of this nylon hose and push that onto the anchor wire. Then I'm going to take this and nail it to this post. So what I did was 8 inches off the ground, 6 inches to the next one, and then this one's going to be 8 inches. I went 8 inches on the very first one simply because the pigs like to root up right beside the fence, and this will help prevent any dirt to ground out the fence. But let me fence staple, and you're gonna basically go 8 inches higher than this one and nail it in. And I'm just just guesstimating. Yeah, all right, so this one's started, and this is how you start tying it off. First, I like to bend it back on itself. I don't know if you can really see that. And bend this wire. Then you take the wire bending tool. This saves your fingers to stop any like bending with your thumbs. It tends to hurt them. I'm gonna trim that up a little bit. That way when I spiral it around, it's not hitting on anything. And basically, just slide that over the wire and you twist it. Just like that. So, and then I'll trim off the excess wire. Just like that. So yeah, that's how you start with the anchor insulator, or that's anchored to the post. Now what we'll do is we'll go to the other side. I've already ran the wire all the way around the paddock and tied it into the corner post and other posts that are along the lines of the perimeter. So now I have to cut it off the spinning jenny, which is right there, and start with this wire here. So let me, there we go. So this is the wire that's leading from the spinning jenny, and I'm gonna go back about a foot from this point here and clip it off. So yeah, let me go get some crimps and I'll show you how to start that. So what I like to do is, these here are 12.5 gauge crimp sleeves. You slide 2 of them onto the wire, take the wire and bend it back on itself like that, and then slide it into the insulator. And as you see, it's kind of like almost like a V shape. Take it, bend it down, and then bend that wire back up. That way, when the sleeves, then you push the sleeves back onto the wire, it works out very well. I like to keep about 1.25 to 2 inches between these two sleeves. And the reason why you use 2 of them is, if you do one of them, sometimes they slip. But if you use 2 of them, they tend to not slip at all, as you can see with that one there. Then take the beak part of the fencing pliers and crimp it twice. On both sleeves. Now this tail here, as you see, this tail of the wire, take it and bend it back over the sleeves, and then trim it off. Just like that. So yeah, that's how you start the wire. Now we'll go back to the other side and do the same thing, but there's also going to be a break in the wire to put my inline strainer, and we'll be back in just a second.